In this video, I am going to explain about structure of Java program. These were all the different elements in Java program. First one is documentation section, package statement, import statement, interface statement, class definition. In Java program, we can have many numbers of class definition. There is no limit for that. But one of the class definition should contain this main method. This is signature for the main method. Let me explain these elements in detail. First one is documentation section. In this documentation section, it includes comment lines. So basically comment statements are statements which will not be compiled or executed. Okay, the purpose of comment line is to store the details of our program. The details of programs can be stored using this comment line, which is used to improve the readability of our program. Okay, we have three types of comment line. First one is single line comment. Okay, so if my comment is single line, okay, it is started by 2 forward slashes, then I can include my comment line. Okay, second one is multi line comment. If my comment spans for more than one line, okay, so before writing comment statement started by forward slash and a star, you can include multi-line comment. At the end, it has to be ended with star and forward slash. In middle, we can include all the comment lines. Okay. Third one is documentation comment. The structure of documentation comment is same as multi-line comment. It starts with forward slash and star and ends with star and forward slash. In middle, I may include any number of comment lines which may give the details like the author of the program, when we have created our program, in which project we have been using the program. All the details can be included, but with a change, every comment line is preceded by a star symbol. Okay, so this is documentation comment. See, this documentation comment is used to create our documentation automatically. Using this documentation comment, we can create documentation automatically using a tool called JavaDoc. So JavaDoc is a tool provided by your JDK. Using this tool, okay, your documentation comment can be converted into documentation automatically. Next one is package statement. Package statements are first executable statement in our Java program. This is executable statements. So what is package? Package is used to combine class definition inside our Java file together under a common name. In my Java file, if I have two class definition, C1 and C2. So inside class definition, we may have data members and methods. Okay. If I want to combine this class definition together under a name, or if I want to combine the class definitions of same category under a name, we may make use of package. How to define a package? Package definition starts with the keyword package, following that name for the package. For example, if I write P1 as name for the package, okay, and then while writing name for the package, you should follow a naming convention. Package name is written in lowercase letter. Okay, we have two types of package. One is user defined. Package is defined by user, and in Java standard library, okay, your Java API, application programming interface, supports thousands of class definition. Okay, the commonly used built-in package, these are all built-in packages. The commonly used built-in packages are java.io, java.lang, java.util, okay, and then java.net, java.awt. These are all the commonly used built-in package in Java language. C programming. Okay, in C programming, if I am making use of any built-in function, I need to include the header file which contains definition for the built-in function which I am making use of. Like the same, import statement is used to import the class definition. For example, in one Java file, I have defined two class definition, grouped C1 and C2, grouped inside this package P1. Okay. So in another Java file, if I want to make use of this class definition and to access the method defined inside this class definition C1, what to do? First, I need to import this class definition in the Java file where I want to make use of this. Okay. How to import? Import is the keyword. I need to write in the class definition which I want to import. I want to import the class definition C1 which belong to package P1. Okay. Along with the package name and dot operator, I need to specify the class definition. In this case, only this class definition C1 will be included in this Java file. If I want to import all the class definition that belong to this package P1, in that case, I'll write import statement like this. Import P1 dot star. Okay. If this is dot star, it specifies include all class definitions belong to this particular package P1. Okay. If I want to specifically include a single class definition, I can specify the class definition. It includes only the class definition C1 of this package P1 inside my Java program. Okay, we have two types of packages. One is user defined package, another one is packages supported by your developer. Java developer gives us different types of inbuilt class definition. Okay, if I want to include those class definition, then it is import java dot, for example, io dot star. It is going to include all the class definition which belong to this package Java. This package is supported by your Java standard library. JSL supports thousands of class definitions. Okay, if I want to include the class definition from your Java standard library, I can specify along with its path. Okay, so I want to include all class definition from the Java package. IO is the sub package. Okay, so inside package I may create sub package from Java package, and then from sub package IO I want to include all class definitions. Next one is your interface statement. Interfaces are like class definition. It may able to combine together all method declarations or your method definition. Okay, so the implementation of the method will not be there in this interface. Implementation will not be there. Only it combines method definitions. Okay, so interfaces combines together method definition and some of the variable. The variables are static variable or final variable. It may not include instance variable, but it may include static or final variable, and it may combine together method definitions. It will not include the implementation of the method. Okay, so in Java does not support multiple inheritance. If I want to have this multiple inheritance concept, then I can make use of this interface concept. Okay, so your class definition may implement this inheritance. Okay, the class definition which implements this interfaces, okay, may include your method implementation. Methods are only being defined inside your interface definition. Okay, the class definition which is going to implement this interface will include the implementation for the method which is defined inside your interface. Next one is your class definitions. Class definition starts with the keyword class. While writing keywords, all the letters should be lowercase letter and name for my class. Okay, write name for this class. While writing the name, you have to follow a naming convention. It starts with uppercase letter. Okay, starting from this curly brace and with end curly brace, you may include your data members. Data members or variables. We call this variable as instance variable. Why we call this as instance variable? This variable will be allocated memory when we are creating object for this class. Okay, just it is a blueprint or template. Okay, don't have any life. When we are creating objects of this class, then only this instance variable will be allocated memory. Okay, and then also it combines methods together. Okay, so your class is going to combine data members and methods together. Okay, as I told, inside my Java program, I can have many numbers of class definition. There is no limit for that. But one of the class definition should contain this main method. So let me explain method signature of our main method. First keyword is public. Main method is public method. It can be accessible outside your class definition and outside the package in which it has been defined. Okay. And then static. If I want to access my data members and methods defined inside my class, if I want to access this data members and method, definitely I am in need of object of this class. Object dot data member if I want to access the data member. If I want to access the method, object dot method. Okay. If I want to access data members and methods defined inside a class definition, I am in need of object of the class. Okay. If the method defined inside the class definition is static method, then you don't need this object to call this method. Instead, with the class name, I can able to call this or invoke this method. If class name is C1, C1 dot your method. Okay, static methods can be invoked with the name of the class. We don't need object to invoke this method. Okay, why I made this main method as static method? Okay, when I am executing my program, when your program is being executed, execution starts from main method. Execution of the program starts from main method. Who is responsible for accessing the main method? It is your JVM. JVM is responsible for executing your bytecode. Okay. So when executing your program, execution starts from main method. Okay. So main method will be should be accessible without creating object for the class. That is why main method is made to be static. Okay. And then next keyword in this method signature is void. Okay, so what void specifies? Void specifies, okay, it is not going to return anything. Okay, so it will not return anything. So it is void. Static is we don't need object to invoke this method. It is public is it is accessible outside our class definition. It is accessible outside. Okay, and then main is name for my method. Inside main, within this parenthesis, I have string args array. Okay, so I have array of string argument. Okay, so I may pass array of argument which is of type string. That is the argument passed to this main function. This is signature of my main function. Okay, let me consolidate. Structure of Java program contains different types of element. Documentation section, package, import statement, interface statement, and class definition. Among this is optional one. I may have these statement inside my Java program, or I may not have these statement. Which one is compulsory is one of the class definition which contains main method, or a single class definition is compulsory part. Okay, if I have a Java program, it should contain a class definition, or else class definition which encloses this main method. That is compulsory one. All the other one is optional one. Okay, first one is your documentation section, which includes command line. Command lines will not be compiled or executed. It is used to store details of the program. We have three types of command line: single line command, multi-line command, and documentation command. First executable statement in your Java program is package statement. It is used to combine class definition together under a common name called package. How to define package? With the keyword package. Following that, we can name our package. Next one is import statement. If I want to import the class definition from another Java file, I may make use of this import statement. Okay. While importing class definition, we need to specify along with the package in which our class definition has been defined. Okay, package dot star will import all the class definition. Package dot specific class definition will include only that particular class definition. Next one is interface statement. It is used to implement multiple inheritance. Okay, so interfaces combines together method definition. It will not include method implementation. Your class may implement this interface. The class which implements the interface may write method implementation. Data members are not included in interface. It may include static or final variable. Okay, so in our Java program, we can have many numbers of class definitions. Among the class definition, one class definition should contain this main method. Okay, so this is compulsory part. In your Java program, at least you should have one class definition. Signature for this main method is this public method, accessible outside, static method, don't need any object to invoke this method, void, it does not return anything, name of the function. To this function, I can able to pass array of string argument. So this is structure of your Java program.